Buenos tacos.
Buenos tacos.
Muy buenos
Hola,
tacos.
Pablito, Dieguito. ¿Cómo están?
Bien. Ay, hola a la gente. Hola, Mexican Iron Man y David Martin. Los veo en el chat. Hola.
Mexican Iron Man.
Bueno, hi everybody, hi Mexican Martin, Mexican Iron Man, Diva Martin. Damn it, I'm reading too fast.
Mexican Martin. No. Mexican Martin. It's official now. It's canon.
I'm making canon.
You are making canon.
¿Qué
Oh.
hay de nuevo?
De nuevo, muchísimos.
Mm.
Ha habido algunas noticias interesantes. Estábamos revisando en backstage algo sobre los Emmys, pero además salieron nuevos trailers, uno que vamos a ver el día de hoy. Se han estado moviendo un poco las cosas interesantemente en Hollywood, así que también vamos a hablar un poco sobre ello, sobre James Gunn y todo lo que está pasando. Se nos viene una conversación muy interesante, la verdad, el día de hoy.
Sí,
Y tenemos también a JS, Alex Asgan. Así que, hey, bienvenidos a todos. Y Diego, ¿cómo estás? Y Diego está muteado.
ay no.
¿Cómo vamos, hermano?
Estaba diciendo todo está bien, o sea, es solo un día un poquito gris acá donde estoy, pero más allá de eso, todo bien.
Pero
Sí,
sientes mejor, ¿no?
Yeah.
sí, después de esa de esa aventura con la vacuna.
La vida es interesante. Solo digamos eso.
Sí,
Maldita
pero
sea, mamá Susan.
Well, muchísimas gracias a la gente en el chat. The early birds, thank you for being here. Mexican Iron Man, D. Bud Martin, JS, Alex, y Krusty Moco. Krusty Moco.
Krusty Moco.
Krusty Moco. Me duele.
Yeah, guttural is kind of difficult to do, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so should we you want to talk a little bit before we do the trailer?
Okay, let me ask this to the chat. And I will do both in Spanish and English. ¿Qué tan interesados están en Suicide Squad, en la nueva película de James Gunn? How interested are you in Suicide Squad, the new movie from James Gunn? ¿Por qué hago la pregunta? Porque he estado revisando y a la gente realmente no le está atrayendo tanto la idea de una nueva película de Suicide Squad. Creo que viene un poco de todo lo que pasó con la anterior película, la mala fama que le dio y todo, además de Birds of Prey, que básicamente mató el interés en Harley Quinn. Pero aún así, por alguna razón, este tráiler no me da la misma sensación que las películas que vinieron antes, así que empiezo a tener un poco de esperanzas. ¿Está mal eso?
no, yo diría que no. Además de que, dato curioso nomás, porque cuando estuve viendo lo del trailer, mucha gente está buscando lo está buscando como Suicide Squad 2.
Sí, es la búsqueda principal en YouTube.
Y es como que creo que hay una confusión también ahí de marketing, porque se supone que esto es más como un reinicio, ¿correcto?
Sí, la actriz que hace de Amanda Waller es la misma, la actriz que hace de Harley Quinn es la misma, pero en general no es exactamente lo mismo. Esto es, digamos, un universo paralelo, para no ser tan difíciles de entender. Es otra historia, el mundo empieza desde cero, los personajes pueden variar muchísimo. Así que no lo consideremos como un 2, considerémoslo más o menos como la diferencia entre ver Batman Begins y Batman de Tim Burton.
Es que pregunto porque como hay esa confusión, yo creo que más que nada tal vez un poco la baja del interés que se ha visto para esta película puede ser también con una mezcla de factores, incluyendo confusión de marca. O sea, pensando que es Suicide Squad 2, cuando en realidad es más un reinicio. Y las personas que quieren buscarlo, lo están buscando mal.
Básicamente, si es que quieres ser técnico, Suicide Squad 2 era Birds of Prey.
Ajá.
Así que obviamente la gente ni siquiera está bien enterada de por qué existe esta película y no ha habido mucho marketing al respecto. Eso
Por
es...
eso mismo. Yo creo que es esto, o sea, hay confusión, la gente no está informada y por ende no está teniendo el traction como tuvo la primera película o otras películas de superhéroes. Además de que yo creo que sí hay, y será algo que conversemos porque está relacionado al comentario que hizo James Gunn.
Sí, y antes de pasar el tráiler, déjame preguntarte esto. Con respecto a qué crees que sea la diferencia principal con Gunn. ¿Qué crees que traiga Gunn a la película? Bueno, obviando el hecho de que la original Suicide Squad nunca la vimos. Tuvimos una versión hecha por las personas que hicieron el tráiler, editada por
Sí.
las personas que hicieron el tráiler, con muchas falencias, demasiados errores, una película sumamente mala, pero hay un corte que es diferente. No sabemos qué tan completo está, no sabemos si es que pueden hacer lo mismo de Justice League, pero sabemos que existe una versión que es, en todo caso, según las personas que hicieron la película, mejor. Simplemente no la vimos. Tomando eso en cuenta, ¿qué crees que traiga James Gunn aquí a diferencia de lo que ya hubo?
Así, yo creo que lo que James Gunn traerá es más humor, como lo trajo a Guardians of the Galaxy, la 1 y la 2. Entonces, será un poco, no diré lighthearted, ya, pero sí diré que va a ser más entretenida que Suicide Squad 1. O sea, porque sí, la primera, a pesar de que fue mal hecha, de todas formas, si te apagas el cerebro, te puedes divertir, ¿ya?
Sí,
Las
básicamente.
falencias eran por la historia del quién era villana y todo eso. Pero yo creo que James Gunn, como es tanto un director como también un guionista, va a darnos algo más coherente, ¿ya? Nos va a dar algo más entretenido. Y el hombre ya tiene experiencia con películas de superhéroes, y lo cual nos da a entender que él podría aprovechar más ese elemento en la película. Así, hay los pocos momentos que hemos visto en el primer trailer, donde tú mismo dijiste, creo que lo de Harley Quinn fue lo que te pareció divertido, cuando ella dice como que vinieron a rescatarme, si no me equivoco, ¿ya? Y ahorita con el último trailer, tomando en cuenta que están enfocando al personaje que parece que claramente ha tenido más apego por el público, ¿ya? Ahí muestra un poco cuando muestran esas escenas, ahí es donde muestra también un poco James Gunn y el humor que le está metiendo a la historia. Porque Suicide Squad es medio un chiste por sí solo, son villanos que trabajan para el gobierno para básicamente salvar la situación.
Sí.
Es un
Y
chiste el caminante.
luego vamos a topar un poco más sobre los villanos y sobre el tema después de ver el tráiler, pero así a breves rasgos, ¿crees que vaya a ser mejor que el Ayer Cut o al menos al mismo nivel, o crees que va a ser como el anterior Suicide Squad?
Así, asumiendo que el Aircut tiene el mismo, digamos, es la misma diferencia como hubo Liga de la Justicia de Whedon contra Liga de la Justicia de Snyder, o sea, esa misma diferencia, yo de verdad creo que James Gunn puede hacerlo mejor. No por mucho, pero puede hacerlo mejor.
Interesante. Pauli, let me ask you this to you. Do you think this will be better than... Oh, Pauli is not...
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it on English just for a little bit. That's what I wanted to do. We are seeing this trailer, and my question really is, will it be better than the Ayer cut that the rumored higher cut, or it will be a lesser version, because we didn't saw that. We saw just a bit before the company that did the trailer basically remade the movie, recut the movie to their liking, and it was terrible. Let's be honest, it was not a good movie. So, will this be better than the higher cut? Will this be worse? Diego, why don't you translate your opinion, and I will try to keep mine.
Okay, as I was saying, if we're making assumptions that the higher cut is sort of on the same level as the difference between Justice League from Whedon versus the Justice League from Snyder, his original vision, I feel James Gunn could make it a bit better. Not by much, but he could make a bit better of a movie. At least a more coherent movie, you know? Because he seems to, like, Suicide Squad in certain aspects is similar to Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, like the characters, the whole team. So I feel that at least the man will have a greater understanding of how to make the movie in comparison to maybe the Ayer cut. Because the Ayer cut is related to Snyderverse. It was related to Snyder. So the detail is, how much does Snyder understand the Suicide Squad?
Oh, I see. Okay, this is my gripe with both the versions, the version that we are getting and the version that was made before. They don't really get the Suicide Squad at all. And yes, Gunn is trying to do something more like Guardians of the Galaxy, something more colorful, something more cheery and energetic and everything. But Suicide Squad is a gag series based on a really dark concept, right? These are super villains. These are not normal, let's say, muggers and thieves. These are top-notch psychotic people. So the deal is they'll get a lesser sentence for just cooperating with the government in this instance. But the government don't really want them out. So the government also plays a part into making them die. That's the point. Nobody wants them out. Amanda Waller knows that even though she has the power to give them a full pardon, she can't. You know, you cannot let Harley Quinn, you cannot let, let's say, Deathshot. If you let Deathshot loose, or you let Deathstroke, or one of these big murderous villains, you know what's going to happen. You know that you cannot get them free. So even the government is trying to get them killed. That's the point of the Suicide Squad. They are not a real squad. They are not really trusted. They are not heroes. They are there just to die.
They're the expendables, but if they work for the government.
Basically, yeah, but even more expendables, because even the expendables, when they return to base, they are treated as military, you know? They will be kept healthy, or at least as healthy as they can. They will be remunerated and everything. In this case, if they come home, they are sent to the next mission, or if they are still in one piece. If they are not, they will just get in shape and go again. That's how it works. It's a Suicide Squad. They are not supposed to leave this mission.
I get you. So the question here that remains then is, if nobody's understanding the characters properly, even Gunn, right? Would this be an error from higher up? You know, like the people who choose who are the directors and the screenwriters, or will this be more of an error on the part of the people on the ground not being able to explain it?
It's an error on the one that is planning this. Okay, whoever is planning this doesn't know the universe, doesn't know the context of the team, doesn't know what's going on the universe in general, you know. Even seeing other movies like Shazam, they really Shazam is good, it's a really good movie, but they don't get how to do it properly. They didn't get how to actually make it look like Shazam. I hope the next movie will go more into Shazam being a hero and not this kid just playing around, because it's a dream come true, right? He gets the power to become a hero, and he becomes a hero. He tries to emulate other bigger heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And right now in the current comics, he's trying to emulate Superman. He's older than Superman, let's be honest. If you count a lot, Shazam has been there in one way or another. Yep. He was not from the DC universe originally. He was brought into the DC universe. So there's something there. There's a lot there to be talked. But in Suicide Squad is even more that they don't get what the original intent of the comic was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Even Amanda Waller, and I know this version of Amanda Waller, I love her. She's perfect for the role.
Yeah.
But she's too soft. She's really too soft. The only scene, and this is in the trailer for the new movie, that she actually gets a knife to the throat, and she's like, "Do it." That is Amanda Waller. That is really her. You know, that is someone that despises life itself, despises everybody's lives. So she's willing to die. She's actually willing to die. She's the villain. She is the ultimate villain of the story.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how do you put it like that? It truly is.
Yeah.
So
James Gunn's SS smells more like Deadpool than GOGT, and Deadpool is a character that should not have a movie. He has a movie, is a good movie. The second movie is also good, but I liked Deadpool for a long time when he was on the comic book pages. After the movie, they have overused it. They have overused him so much that I don't really care about him anymore. Is that bad?
no, just as you said, it's overused.
Yep. Hey, and we have a taco tip from our. Oh no! If
No,
just
No,
that's
this is the
reminding
link.
people. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Is our wrench. So muchísimas gracias
Muchísimas
por su
gracias.
ayuda, por su ayuda. Yes.
Y bueno, lo que estábamos hablando es que básicamente las personas que están detrás de todo esto, no las personas que están haciendo los guiones, sino las personas que están haciendo la planificación, no entienden mucho del concepto de los personajes, los están desperdiciando. Shazam es un personaje diferente a lo que manejaron dentro de la película. Al final se acercó mucho a su personaje original, por eso tengo esperanzas de la nueva película, de que sea un niño que quiere ser un héroe, no un niño que es un niño jugando a ser un héroe. Hay una pequeña diferencia ahí, pero es gigantesca una vez que ya ves al personaje completamente ahí. De ahí con Suicide Squad tratan de hacer esto un poco más como una comedia feliz, alegre, familiar, o al menos eso es lo que hicieron con la anterior película. Y si es que tú ves es un montón de supervillanos que están completamente rotos por adentro, son completamente despreciables, manejados por un supervillano aún peor, Amanda Waller. Una mujer que desprecia tanto la vida que ella está dispuesta a morir. Ella está dispuesta a que todo el mundo muera, no le importa un céntimo la existencia de nadie. Así que ella es el verdadero villano, es la persona que impulsa a estos villanos a las peores situaciones posibles simplemente porque no quiere pagar a los militares. Es así como funciona, no quiere pagar a los militares, no quiere exponer a gente que no debería exponer si es que no es necesario. tienes este montón de prisioneros que son completamente inútiles para el gobierno, algunos de ellos comen toneladas, como Killer Croc, así que ponles un collar para que exploten o ponles un implante en la cabeza, dependiendo de qué versión estés hablando, y básicamente suéltalos al mundo, a su misión. Si es que fallan, se mueren. Si es que ganan, se mueren. Se mueren. Ese es el punto. Amanda Waller los quiere ver muertos.
Muy cierto ahí.
Entonces, tenemos esta... Es una situación extraña. Es como que las personas que están detrás no entienden los conceptos, así que las personas que vienen a hacer las películas hacen lo que se les pidió. A veces lo hacen muy bien, como ayer, y luego sobreescriben todo lo que hicieron. Pero al final hay alguien detrás que está tomando las decisiones, y esta decisión, por ejemplo, de Suicide Squad, me parece muy pronto, para empezar. Después de haber tenido 2 malas películas con Harley Quinn, me parece pésima idea tratar de hacer Suicide Squad desde cero de nuevo, pero ya lo están haciendo. Podrían dejar unos cuantos años como Batman, ¿no? Solo digo, podrían dejar unos 3, 4 años, darle algo de tiempo. Warner no quiere eso, Warner quiere dinero ahora, y están dispuestos a sacrificar todo. Así que...
Bueno, Polly, can you put up the trailer?
Yep. No. No puedo.
Please.
Do it, Pablo. Do it. Good.
Yo tengo hambre.
Voy a bajar un poco el audio solamente para, por si acaso, y hablemos mientras podamos para... ¿Se escucha? Sí, se escucha, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
We're all gonna die.
Anawe is a descendant of an ancient shark god.
He has very kind eyes.
So smart, me.
He's developed a taste for human meat.
Nom nom. No.
Would you eat your friends?
No. You are a little idiot. Hungry.
Theaters and on HBO Max, August 6th, rated R.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay,
as I said, the best trailer is that.
Well, that's your opinion.
Oh, sorry.
Right? Don't ruin it for everyone else before they've seen it.
Es que King Shark es adorable, lo lamento.
The King Shark.
The
King Shark, y la gente dice.
Lo mejor.
Viva King Shark. Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Amateur. And if you haven't, guys, please share the link, hit the like, let people know we're here. Make sure you are subscribed to este canal, Midnight Edge Español. We have a special guest.
Hey.
Hola, ¿qué tal,
Tomex.
everyone?
Taco
Soy
Tom.
yo, Tomex. ¿Qué vamos
tal?
a hacer?
Vamos a hablar de Suicide Squad.
Oh, a Suicide Squad?
Sí. Sí,
Qué
señor.
bien. Qué bien. Me gusta trailers. Y entonces, Pablo, ¿cómo está hoy?
Yo bien, gracias. ¿Cómo estás, Taco Tom?
Taco Tom, ¿por qué dices malas palabras, cabrón? Bueno, a continuar, porque estoy aquí. Soy Tomex.
Bueno, tratando de como encarrilar este tren que se descarriló. Ya, para el chat. Dime, ¿sí o no viva King Shark?
Viva
O
King
como yo lo
Shark.
llamo, Tiburón.
Es adorable, lo amo.
Y que los amigos están aquí, dice, viva King Sharko.
Viva King Shark. ¿Qué más se le puede decir?
It's a tiburón. Tiburón.
Oh, nice song, man.
King
Nice
Shark.
song.
Yeah, Tomex knows. Mi gente. Hola, Mexican Iron Man. Oh no, ¿por qué dice oh no? Oh,
Oh, no.
yes, it's oh, yes, OC. Elijah Snow, the accent. God, the accent. What's wrong with my accent, cabrón? Yo hablo español completamente.
Ay, hermano.
No seas wocosadas, por favor. Continúa. Yo
Ok,
quiero
continúa.
mirar. Yo quiero.
Continuemos con el trailer.
Here we go.
Oh, dark and deep. What's it like? Living life as a punchline. But all it would take would be one blessed act of rebellion
La cinematografía se ve mejor.
to restore your dignity, its entirety.
Incluso calidad de tomas. No sé a quién diablos le encargaron los ángulos en la anterior, pero
You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
Love him or hate him, these are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
Any questions?
Ah,
Yes, that is your hen. Very good.
we're all gonna die. Oh, for God's sake.
tiene su estilacho, tiene sus cosas.
Ajá. Eso es porque yo decía que al menos si comparamos, siento que al menos Gun puede ser algo mejor.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
Ya. Así, pero no estoy diciendo que será wow, solo digo mejor.
Te entiendo.
Honestamente siento que esta película va a ser más, tal vez la crítica le va a gustar, la gente va a estar medio 60-65% a favor, y va a ser una película que la gente va a ver porque es entretenida. Así es como que dices, acción, explosiones, cosas así.
Creo que va a ser más una película infantil orientada al mercado R. No sé si me entiendes.
Ajá.
No.
Nada de esto me disgusta como tal.
Pero no tengo así.
Wow, está muy bien.
Sí, de hecho es bueno
Pero
el tráiler.
tengo problemas.
Mejor que el último. A ver, Tom, dinos.
Tom X, guapetón.
Tom X, digo.
Gracias, Dieguito. Tengo un call, me voy. Lo siento.
Bueno, para la
Bueno,
próxima.
mis monos. Bye bye.
Ok.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Hey, man.
You missed
You're
Tom
back.
X.
You missed Tom X?
You missed Tom X.
Oh my God. That sucks. Well, so yes. How's it going? What did you think of the video, Pablo?
I am hopeful for something. Estaro. The main villain on this movie is going to be this alien form that basically can explode into a million spores and infect a whole city to mind control them. I don't think that's what we are going to see. We are just going to see the full version of Starro, this gigantic starfish that is almost invulnerable, is psychic, is badass. But I would actually would like to see something like Body Snatchers, with Starro. That is his actual superpower. He can infect a whole nation with those spores and just control them as marionettes, basically. So he can have a full-on, and this is something that happened in Metropolis, he can have a full-on city acting as apes, just because. That's a star. So that's a villain that I'm really, really stoked about seeing. It's not one of the biggest villains, but it's an interesting one. Other than that, the cinematography looks really, really good. Way better than the last time. The comedy seems actually nice.
But it's better than the first trailer.
Yeah.
The humor. So there's my hope.
King Shark is beautiful. I want him as a pet.
Somehow I feel after this movie, like even if people don't respond as they want, at least the merchandising for King Shark would just skyrocket.
Yep. He will be like Groot.
Yes, he'll be the Groot. Oh my god. I just saw it. He's copying. James Gunn is copying himself.
Yeah, he's copying himself. He has been doing that all the time. Gracias. This is now a tip. Stephen Houghton can join in the chat today. Real life intruded. Hope everyone is well. Hermano, we hope you are well as well, man. Don't worry about that. Just being here, if you can keep us in the background, and you have been an incredible support. Thank you very much, man.
Muchas gracias, Stephen Houghton.
Pauli, ¿qué te pareció el trailer? What did you think about the trailer?
I like it. You know, I think my main problem. I mean, I'll go see it. Because of the. I mean, it looks great, and I really love some of the actors. And here's my problem: I really don't like some of the actors.
I know what you mean.
You know, I mean, I love Idris, what's his name? Michael Rooker, Joel Kinnaman, great actors. But I have a bad taste in my mouth with a homegirl.
Margot Robbie?
Yeah, I know she's a good actor. It's just, you know.
Yeah, she has just been too annoying out of late. Let's just say that.
I don't know if it's her fault. It's not like she's like she's doing Wokosadas, but it's just that Birds of Prey film. And then who's the other actor that he's like throwing jewels?
The one that is throwing the Skittles.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that actor. I've seen him in other stuff.
Okay.
So,
I thought you were going for another actor, but
I'm trying to remember everyone else. Here, remind me in a second. But
John China.
Yeah, John Cena. Oh my God, you're awful. Yeah. My thing is that even without that, what happened? You know, I think he's just a one-note actor.
Yeah,
he's always has been a one-note actor. So he's kind of like, for me, Dave Bautista has been a one-note actor. Those guys are in the same boat for me.
Those are the guys. Yeah, I know. Those are the guys from the WWF, you know. If you see, only The Rock has really progressed as an actor. Even The Undertaker tried to be an actor and he didn't make it.
But, I mean, Hulk Hogan in his prime, when he was at the top of the world, couldn't make it. You know? That's as simple as that. But also, one thing I'm because we don't see a lot of him is Peter Capaldi's character. I'm intrigued how much he's gonna be in the movie, because also I want to see what's the kill count by the end of the movie.
Oh, sí.
Because it's part of the joke.
Tal vez hablar un poco sobre lo que hemos visto en el tráiler en español, ¿ok? Este es mi problema principal con la película. A pesar de todo lo que se ve, no siento que nos estén dando algo que nos llame obligatoriamente al cine. Y yo soy un fan de algunos de los personajes, no de todos, así que voy a ir a ver la película. Voy a sentarme a disfrutar la película, eso es obvio. No es algo como las recientes películas de Marvel, que no tenía interés realmente de verlas. En esta tengo interés, en esta quiero ver. Lo que no sé si es que voy a ver Suicide Squad o voy a ver algo con el título Suicide Squad, con algunos de los personajes, pero que no se siente igual, que no tenga la misma dinámica de absurdo terror que tiene cada uno de los personajes. Porque todos creen que van a morir de alguna manera y básicamente se cumple. ¿Ok? Fuera de eso, sí, yo también he tenido algunos problemas con los actores. Margot Robbie, después de lo que pasó con Birds of Prey, ella básicamente salió a hacer comerciales huecosos todo el tiempo. No estoy seguro que ella sea huecosa. No hubiese aceptado su trabajo en Wolf of Wall Street si es que fuese huecosa. Pero me queda un mal sabor en la boca después de todo lo que ha pasado con ella. Fuera de eso, los otros personajes, tenemos a Polka Dot. Realmente no he visto mucho a su actor. John Cena es un actor que no suele actuar. Solamente suele estar ahí, es un pisapapeles en pantalla. Y realmente voy a ir por Starro y King Shark, si es que soy honesto.
Sí, King Shark es para mí. Y como dije yo quiero ver qué hace el personaje Peter Capaldi. Y también en inglés dije quiero ver cuál es la lista final de más al final de esta película. ¿Cuántos de ellos morirán? Porque ese es chiste de Suicide Squad al final, como dijo Pablo. Entonces quiero ver de toda esa lista quiénes salen de ahí vivos. Si King Shark no sale vivo, juro por Dios que comenzaré una campaña.
La anterior película tenían un solo buen personaje que se transformaba en una calaca de fuego y lo desperdiciaron.
Ajá.
Así que a este punto no estoy seguro si es que King Shark va a sobrevivir toda la película solamente porque... y también desperdiciaron completamente a Killer Croc en la última vez.
También.
¿Cómo puedes desperdiciar a Killer Croc? Es un caníbal que se parece a un cocodrilo y puede destruir un tanque de guerra. ¿Cómo te equivocas con ese personaje? No sé, pero lo hicieron.
Sí. Eso es lo triste, es su historia. Pero de todas formas, así, siendo honestos, como tú dijiste, yo también quiero ir a ver esta película y si sale en agosto, como dice, ¿no? Ya pues, los cines en Perú ya van a estar comenzando a abrir, entonces ahí no hay problema. Lo que sí estoy esperando, porque es ver si hacen algún otro teaser como hicieron para el de King Shark. Porque si tú lo ves, el de King Shark es una mezcla entre documental, aprovechando que es Shark Week acá con Discovery, ¿ya? Pero también es el hecho que es como un dossier lo que hicieron. Ese trailer chiquitito es un dossier de él.
Hey, real fast, remind me, I have a Shark Week Star Trek announcement.
Oh, nice.
Just want to say, old school Star Trek Shark Week announce, and I'll get it ready.
Okay, I normally will think about whales, not sharks with Star Trek, but anyway, that's me.
Yeah, no, that's because of the movie, but whatever. Okay, again, como first going to finish the idea in Spanish, como decía, el hecho es de que lo han hecho un dossier, entonces me gustaría ver si no hay otras partes de la película donde dan una explicación, ¿no? Y hagan estos trailers chiquitos, es como un dossier, para darnos una idea de qué hace cada villano. Porque yo creo que si hacen eso, entre que van a generar interés y también van a generar que la gente comience a encariñarse más con los personajes para poder ir a ver la película. Porque, mira, ya King Shark por sí solo, cuando apareció en primer trailer donde diciendo Hand, ganó no sé cuánto de la gente, ¿ya? El hecho de que pasó todo esto lo ha hecho aún más adorable.
Sí.
Yeah. Ahora en inglés para que sepan. As I was saying, the first little trailer at the beginning looks like a Shark Week, like something for Shark Week. Like the timing was perfect. Okay, so as they made like a mini doc, I noticed the fact that trailer is like a dossier that they're seeing his trial. So what I was saying is, I hope that they do the similar things for other characters in the movie, Okay, and not necessarily characters who might live at the end. I mean, like in general, they do it because it will create hype. It will make people get more. They will want to see these characters because they know about them a bit more. Because this movie, most of the people are going to watch it are still going to be what we call, the general audiences, the people who don't necessarily know about the story, the comics. So if they do this, there might be a bit more interest, so they understand what they're watching. And like that, when they do die, it has more effect. But I swear to God, if King Shark dies, I swear to God, I will start a storm.
They will try to do a Groot. That's my problem. They will try to kill him like Groot. Y Andrei Ser, o Sere, dice, el problema de esta Suicide Squad es que puede resultar ser un refrito de Guardians of the Galaxy. Yo no quiero otra Guardians of the Galaxy, yo quiero Suicide Squad. Y como estaba diciendo, por eso mi miedo es que hagan un refrito de Groot. We are Groot y se muere, en este caso, We are King Shark y se muere.
All right, sorry about that. I didn't know it was gonna pop up, but here's our little surprise. William Shatner's on Shark Week.
No.
How fucking cool is this?
Awesome.
We'll take a minute. We'll take a break from Suicide Squad breakdown. We'll get back to it, but a little connection here. You guys want to see this?
Yes.
Wait, you were serious? Why do you want to go diving with sharks?
Well, I am deathly afraid of sharks.
Come on.
I really am.
As Discovery's Shark Week swims on, the special Expedition Unknown Shark Trek featured Captain Kirk himself, William Shatner, trying to conquer his fear of sharks by jumping into the water with them. And after non-life-threatening visits with hammerhead sharks and reef sharks, it was time for Shatner to boldly go and swim with deadly tiger sharks.
90-year-old man.
You doing okay, Bill? This is crazy. Okay, it's circling back towards us. Don't panic. Just be ready to react. Josh, watch out!
Despite the danger involved, viewers on Twitter loved seeing Shatner in the water with comments like, William Shatner on Shark Week is perhaps the greatest moment in television history. This should win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. But while any awards remain to be seen, Shatner did get something even more important from the experience.
They're so beautiful. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. Hey, I'm not afraid. We did it. It's been an honor, Captain.
Wow.
Oh, Capitán Kirk y tiburones. Es hermoso. Lo amo.
So I guess it's out now.
Yeah, at least in Discovery Plus, because I was like, my cousin has it. I was like surfing, and I saw it, and I thought that it was like one of those banners where it say like coming soon, but I didn't notice it was actually out.
Yeah, this is amazing. He's the shit, man.
Yes.
And the fact that he did this, just like he's like it's like he's topping Harrison Ford.
Kirk siempre estuvo por arriba de Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Sí.
Maybe they should cast Shatner as as Indiana Jones. It's like, don't go younger, let's go older.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious. He seems even better looking than ever, man.
Of
course, man.
He enjoys life.
Yeah, he doesn't look that old, to be honest.
He looks better than Harrison Ford.
Yep.
Yeah. And Harrison Ford is like, what, 20 years younger?
No, it's 12. So, 78, 91, 13, 12. Face Your Fears, yeah. Well, I hope you guys like that little.
Oh, me encantó.
Here, let's play that. Let's play the ending here. Let me see if there's anything.
Siempre es bueno ver a Kirk.
And as many viewers pointed out, perhaps what's most impressive is that Shatner went on this mission at the age of 90,
Right.
with comments like, "I still can't believe he is 90. Where did he hide the fountain of youth?" And William Shatner is the bravest 90-year-old alive.
Unbelievable. One of the great moments of my life.
So, have you conquered your fear?
I have.
I mean, but look at him, man. Can I go back here? Yeah, here we go.
Y solamente debo decir esto. Él
Mande.
está buceando con... he's swimming with sharks, and he's 90 years old, and he's sober. That's the difference between him and Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is high as a kite, and he still can't do anything. He cannot fly a plane while...
Shat takes no shit from charcoals. Oh, great.
Perfect.
That's great. Shat takes no shat, even from charcoals.
We need a shirt.
That is awesome. Yeah. Speaking of shirts, I've been on Tomex to get our shirts done.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Did you offer him tacos?
Man, I've offered him everything.
God damn it, Max.
Whatever. Tomex. That was a little fun. So, you guys want to move on to the next article?
Oh yeah, actually we can go back to some Suicide Squad, or if you want, we can go to another topic altogether.
I mean,
So-
I think while we're still in the Suicide Squad, let's keep just to end because what was said by James Gunn is rather interesting, and I also want to see what the chat thinks about it.
Yeah. Let's do that. I mean, it's it's the newest news, so we want to talk all things Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Let me get the
You got it?
article. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. James Gunn says most superhero movies are boring.
The worst part is he's actually right.
Yeah, after these last couple of movies, yeah, he's actually right.
He's
not only that-
absolutely right. Absolutely right. Him
Mhm.
and the Scorsese. Remember when Scorsese got a lot of shit for saying that?
Yeah.
They're
problem is that-
Go ahead.
Now, I was going to say the problem Scorsese said did it on the height of superhero films. You know?
Yeah, and he did it, and then he went all in favor of Joker. So that kind of took from
but
his statement.
When he said it, when we're talking Scorsese now, when he said it was at the Avengers height, right?
Yes.
Okay, the Avengers height. All right, let's just go back. What is the best MCU movie in your opinion?
Winter Soldier, followed
Okay, that's
by,
it. Just a Winter Soldier. Give me one, and Diego.
The best one
Just one. Yeah.
for me, it would have to be the first Avengers.
Okay, so put those up. Ya tenemos.
Hola, jefecito.
American Tom.
Me and Tom X. See.
Sadie,
Sadie, Entree.
Tomex. ¿Qué tal, Tomex? Hola.
Hola.
¿Por qué malas palabras dicen hoy?
Tacos.
Tengo dificultades con mi radio. ¿Por qué no sirve bien mi radio?
Corn chips.
That's a true possibility.
Yes.
Presidente. Fuck if I know.
Yeah, stop.
I didn't mean to interrupt the flow. I'll be right back. I gotta let Sadie in anyway.
Yeah. We're just that was great.
That
Okay,
was lovely.
Okay, well, gracias la gente in the chat. La familia Midnight's Edge incluye Midnight's Edge After Dark, también radio, también archivos, muchos canales y también videos para ustedes en cosas diferentes, Diego. Muchísimas cosas diferentes. I want to wait till he kind of gets back. But I guess, well, hopefully he's hearing. Okay, so here we go. So you said Avengers and you said Winter Soldier. So
What's
to
yours?
me, you put those against Joker. It's like putting a Whataburger, which is amazing and awesome, up against an expensive steak at a steakhouse, fine dining. It's so of course Scorsese is going to be behind Joker. Joker's is a film first, where these other other movies are just they're roller coaster rides first. That's all I was getting at.
I always had this sensation like they got the director, they got the script, and it was not related to Joker, and they went, what can we do with this? We can sell a superhero movie with this Joker. So they decided to go and do Joker instead of doing an unknown character, right? That's something that has been in my mind for this long, because I feel like the movie could work without making it Joker. That movie will go really, really well without even mentioning the Joker. Just making it, is kind of a bit of King of Comedy, a bit of Taxi Driver.
Yeah. So let's going back to this. Superhero movies are boring. So what does James Gunn say in this article? And James Gunn is the Suicide Squad director, guys.
Let's read the article then.
I believe he actually wrote some of Snyder's early movies. No.
Yeah. So the Suicide Squad director James Gunn thinks today's superhero movies are boring and need to take more risks and keep audiences coming back. That's true. That's really, really true. Director James Gunn, who helms upcoming DC film The Suicide Squad, says that superhero movies these days are rather boring. Gunn has been immersed in various superhero franchises for some time, directing Guardians of the Galaxy in 2014 and introducing to the world to that obscure group of heroes. His take on the comics Guardians shot the unknown group into stardom, making them one of the MCU's most successful, if unlikely, groups. Gunn went on directing Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2 and executive produced both Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, as well as the upcoming Thor, Love and Thunder. So, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is great. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has a lot of heart, a lot of good scenes. I don't like it, but it has a lot of good scenes.
Get out.
I cannot.
If you don't like the second one, get out.
They don't go all the way. James Gunn was holding the punches, man.
Really?
Yeah.
That fucker made me cry.
Oh, don't get me wrong. The scene with Mary Poppins Joel was perfect, but it's a retrace of the old core of the main movie. getting a family, getting to know that you have a family, you have people to depend on, and then you go to the second movie and all that is tossed away, and they go back into this dynamic where they are dysfunctional and nobody loves anyone, and then they are family again. So it's kind of weird that he went and retread the same movie again. But that's just me. Maybe that's just me, and I don't like having two movies back to back that look or feel the same. I'm not saying it's not.
I disagree with your hypothesis.
Okay.
I don't know. I just love the second one. Go ahead. Sorry, guys.
But
no, just kind of connecting this. James Gunn saying superhero movies are in general boring to what Scorsese had said a few years ago. That type of thing.
Yeah.
We're just going through the article, Tom. So if you want to chime in.
James Gunn is just James Gunn. Do I think he's going to quit making superhero movies? Fuck no. Because arguably nobody makes them better than him. I mean, he has made my two favorite Marvel movies. I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad, even though the trailers haven't looked the greatest. I loved a lot of his earlier films. Super is amazing, aside from the last few minutes where it gets really real. But outside of that, I mean, I don't think he's done doing it. Other than that, what's he kind of positing in this interview or whatever this is?
Yeah, what can I say? Gunn knows his craft. He knows how to do a good movie, a movie that is interesting, that keeps you watching. He knows how to press the buttons on the emotional spectrum. So he's a good director. He's a really good director.
It's like a funny Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, exactly. I will take what he's doing as, he's right. Out of late, superhero movies are really, really boring. And that's a lot of my gripes with Black Widow and everything is not the kind of fun that I like to have when I'm seeing a superhero movie. Is another kind of fun. No, I will try to translate a bit to Spanish just for this part. El director James Gunn de Guardianes de la Galaxia, Guardianes de la Galaxia Volumen 2, Infinity War, Endgame, dice que las películas de superhéroes actualmente son aburridas.
I think you said burritos.
Almost. Aburridas.
Damn it.
Básicamente lo que está expresando es eso. Las películas son aburridas. Aquí nos está hablando que el director de Suicide Squad, James Gunn, ha estado hablando un poco sobre las películas y bueno, básicamente eso. Tiene la misma opinión que tuvo Scorsese en su tiempo, hace un año y medio. Fue hace un año y medio que dijo que las películas eran aburridas o algo así, ¿verdad? La diferencia es que James Gunn ha hecho películas de superhéroes sumamente divertidas. Ese es el punto. Así que en este caso, confío en él, confío en su criterio. Él sabe lo que está haciendo la mayoría del tiempo, a pesar de que tengo algunas cosas que decir sobre sus últimos proyectos, pero en general se mantiene con calidad, se mantiene con humor. Y ahora está tratando de guiar a los otros directores, o al menos así lo veo con sus comentarios, hacia hacer mejores películas de superhéroes. Así que veamos cómo continúa el artículo. Gunn also jumped over the DCEU after he was briefly fired from Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3. Warner Bros. Immediately called him upon his release from that film, offering Gunn the choice to direct a number of DCEU movies. The director immediately chose to direct the follow-up to the 2016 Suicide Squad and his upcoming hybrid sequel reboot, which will release in August. Is one of the most anticipated DC titles in quite some time. In 2023, Gunn will also release Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3, slated to start shooting later this year. Vamos a tener Guardians of the Galaxy volumen 3 en 2023. Esa es una película que sí me tiene bastante interesado. No estoy muy interesado en la mayoría de películas de Marvel últimamente, pero esa la quiero ver. Incluso con Factor y todo. Soy de las pocas personas que les gusta Factor, así que, ¿qué le podemos hacer? Pauli, Tom, what do you think about?
Me gusta tu pescado.
Okay, Tom likes fish.
He likes your fish.
Yes, I
That's
said
what I
it
like. Run, Pablo, run.
Aburridas
I'm learning.
equals burritos, clearly. Aburrido means is boring.
Uh-huh.
Tom. Not burrito.
Burrido. I can see.
Los burritos
Mm-hmm.
son tan buenos.
Nice.
Como
I
la
see someone's been
vagina.
practicing. Whoa, wait a minute. What did you say? Oh my god.
Que me lo repita.
Save
Don't
that
make it
for-
repeat it.
Save that for after dark.
Yeah.
Sí.
I was not expecting that.
Por Dios.
Oh, Dios mío. Ay, señor.
Diego, ya que regresaste, dinos qué piensas un poco sobre la trayectoria de Gunn y sobre su comentario.
Bueno, primero en español. Lo que yo pienso es que James Gunn, al menos para mí, ya, es uno de los pocos directores que ahorita hay allá que puede entender como el género de superhéroes, pero también con respecto a entonces por esas películas me gustan también. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 también va a ser una de las que quiero ver, pero con respecto a su comentario, no sé, yo estoy de acuerdo, son aburridos y como él dice, no toman riesgos, pero también siento que es un poquito hipócrita porque este es el mismo hombre que ayudó a crear esa fórmula. Y él tampoco no es que lo hemos visto romper muchas barreras. Esta va a ser la primera película que vamos a poder ver que si él rompe barreras con Suicide Squad, pero antes de eso, no creo.
Con respecto a lo que dijiste, él ayudó a crear la fórmula y en eso tienes toda la razón, pero ¿crees que Marvel ha estado siguiendo la fórmula?
Yo diría que son como el típico ejemplo de que cuando tienes algo que funciona pero quieres mejorarlo, como cuando dices te compras un Porsche y decides tunearlo ¿cuál es el punto? Comprarte el Porsche que es perfección si decides gastar otros $50,000 en modificarlo y dejarlo horrible. Disney ha hecho eso.
Más bien, tal vez lo quisiera comparar con esto, ¿ok? Tú tienes la fórmula de la hamburguesa perfecta, la cantidad perfecta de condimentos en la carne y todo, ¿ok?
Ajá.
Lo que hizo Disney es tomar esa fórmula perfecta de la hamburguesa, tomar los condimentos y en lugar de usar carne, usar cartón.
No puedo entender nada de lo cuidado. I said it wrong.
No, you said it right.
70% right. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it again. No puedo entender nada de lo que dijo.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yay.
Okay.
Tom X.
Tom X approved.
Or pinche Tom.
Don't worry, Tom. We're gonna do it in English. We're just finishing the idea in Spanish.
Yeah.
So, wait. Pablo, what were you? ¿No te quedaste?
Eso, decía básicamente que consiguieron la receta perfecta de la hamburguesa, usaron todos los ingredientes excepto la carne y ahora están usando cartón en vez de carne. Entonces,
sí, creo que lo veo. Creo que sí veo lo que tú dices. Ya, pasemos al inglés. Okay, as I was, Pablo asked me about Guardians of James Gunn. the opinions because I was out for a bit, and as I told him, I believe James Gunn is one of the few directors that can at least understand the genre of superhero movies and to make them. Okay. But also, I believe a bit of his comment is somewhat hypocritical in the sense that he's one of the people who helped create the formula for the superhero movie. So he's sort of complaining about what he's helped build. Okay. And so, because it's like he was sort of there helping put the building blocks for the story. He wasn't just a guy on the sidelines, because he wrote Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's a very interesting thing he just said. And also the fact I agree with him.
Just to translate the comparison that I made, since Diego is saying that he helped to develop the formula, for me it's like Disney took the formula, they have the formula for the perfect burger. They have all the spices ready and everything. And they took the formula from Gunn. And instead of using meat, they started to use cardboard. The spices are the same. They have the jokes, they have some of the characters, but it's not the same. It doesn't feel meaty. It doesn't feel complete. So what I like from Gunn is that he actually takes the everything to the final step. He tries to make a superhero movie as is.
Who your just off topic real quick, guys. Sus favoritos directores de estas películas bueno, DC también, Marvel también, Sony, Warner, pero superheroes, películas de superhéroes.
De hecho, esa es una muy buena pregunta.
And in English, favorite director of any superhero movies. Let's say modern era. That way we don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's say
because
2000 and on beyond, because
one
could argue
we
Richard
avoid going on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But let's say this: Anthony and Joe Russo are good enough, and I wanted to show the screenplay. This is the point. The directors are good, but Endgame didn't have the same punch, didn't have the same energy. And I think the screenplay is important. And we have here Christopher Marcus and Stephen McKearley. I don't know if they are back in the MCU. I don't know if they ever came back to the MCU. Before that, you had basically the Russos for Winter Soldier and Endgame. I'm not sure if they are the best fit right now. After what I see on Endgame, Tom, do you know if the Russos are coming back to the MCU?
No.
No, they are not.
No idea.
Okay. And anyone from the screenwriters?
Tom, just say no sé.
No sé.
Oh, nice.
Anyone from the screenwriters? Do you know?
Espérate. Tom is representation for us trying to learn Spanish from scratch. Muy bien. Muy bien, Darius, y también muy bien, Tom X.
Realmente amo Axel Brown.
¿Mande? ¿Qué?
¿Qué?
No, what did you say? No sabo.
Don't use that.
Superheroes
favorita, Axel Brown.
Yeah.
Axel Brown. Okay.
¿Cuál película es eso? Axel Brown.
Yeah, sí.
Axel Brown, you lost me.
Captain Marvel XXX.
Oh God.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew he was going there when he said that name.
This is a morning show, Tom. This is a morning show.
You can watch porn anytime. It's on the internet.
Thank you. I know. You know what? I was shocked. And I just recently found out that there is porn on Twitter.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. How I found out, I'm not going to tell you, but public service announcement.
Oh, man. But yeah. Okay, Diego, what's your favorite MCU director or superhero director?
Ironically enough, either it's James Gunn or Favreau.
Favreau is a good choice. Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Really good choice.
For me, it's Raimi.
MCU or Marvel in general?
We said all of them.
Oh.
The last 20 years, DC, Marvel, Warner Brothers.
Wait. Spider-Man 3, when was it released?
Are you saying Spider-Man 3 is your favorite?
Dude, you cannot be serious.
No, I want to see if it's from the last 20 years.
Yeah.
2007. Yeah, it is.
Yes. Yeah. Sam
Why
Raimi,
else would you look? You're looking it up for a friend or what?
No, I wanted to know the date. Because the last 20 years, as I recall, the original Spider-Man will be just barely there.
Well, Spider-Man 2 way.
Spider-Man 2
way.
es
It's el
hermosa.
mejor way.
Yeah, is great. But that also has a lot to do with the practical effects, the marionette on the tentacles and everything. Oh, that movie's so good.
Well, it kind of begins with the director's vision, dude.
Yeah. And Raimi took all that he has learned on different horror films, including The Evil Dead, and he applied on Spider-Man.
All right, well, that's my choice. What is your choice?
Okay, it's good. I'm thinking about the Russos, but to be honest, the Russos had a lot of screenwriters that were good, and after they left, the Russos went to shit. So I don't know if to defend them.
Okay, so we have one. Mm-hmm. That's all right.
I don't know.
You can change it. There's no rules here, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite superhero in the chat. Who's your favorite superhero director? Favorito director de los películas de superhéroes de Marvel, DC, cualquier. In the last 20 years, do not say Donner, because to me Donner's the king, but
no, Donner es de Superman.
Yeah,
Si no han visto la versión de Donner de Superman 2, se pierden de mucho.
Diego?
I already
you want to change your answer?
No, I'm gonna stay with James Gunn and Favreau. For me, they.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tom X.
Guardians of the Galaxy es mi MCU favorito, pero Spider-Man 2 es increíble.
Mm-hmm.
Did I kill somebody?
No, you were. Actually, it was great. It was good Spanish.
So would you say this or al revés? Reverse.
Sí.
See. There you go, t-shirted.
Mm-hmm.
D-Bud.
James Gunn, dos MCU.
Yeah. Sam
Raimi, dos, excelente, three shit.
Don't hurt your head.
But the 3 was interference from the studio. That's the point.
Yeah, but let's not talk about that. More let's focus on the fact that everybody in chat sort of agrees with what we're saying here. Because I've been seeing Raimi, Gunn, Favreau, more than one. And the Russos. Like those 4, those 5 are like what people say are the directors who can do superhero films.
Yeah. Wait, who directed Joker?
Oh crap! I knew that.
Todd Phillips.
Yeah,
right. Do you think Christopher Nolan, the Batman Beginning, The Dark Knight? Oh, amazing! Dark Knight Rises is a 70% for me.
He's top 5 for me.
Definitely top definitely.
But not my top 3. He's probably 3 or 4 for me.
Mm-hmm. My only problem with Nolan is, even though he brought us a fresh take per se of Batman, it's like I still feel he went went too much to his vision, right?
The realistic one.
So it doesn't feel necessarily like proper Batman. It feels more like, if a multi-billionaire said, "I want to be Batman," at times, not always, at times it does feel like that.
The thing is, the third movie should have been the real Batman movie. It was supposed to have Heath Ledger, it was supposed to have Harley Quinn, but then everything happened wrong. So instead of having that movie, we got Batman Rises that is not, as you say, it doesn't feel Batman.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real issue with that movie. The Dark Knight feels Batman, right? The original movie, kinda, it has its moments. Ra's al Ghul was not great, but for me, Ra's al Ghul has to be immortal or has to have the Lazarus Pit to really work. But in this instance, he was a guy that changed his name and showed a decoy, and that's why he didn't die and everything. Okay, I can deal with that. Then you have everything else in the movie, and it doesn't feel like Ra's al Ghul. It doesn't feel like this guy that will come and talk to Batman as a detective and actually praise him for his mind and not his ninja skills. And this is another guy that is trying to win by ninja skills. So basically,
it's a realistic approach. It's sort of mellowed out the Batman in it, but also, Polly, did we ask the chat about if
Polly,
they actually? Oh, he's back. Okay, so I'm gonna take control of this one. To the chat, and also, do you actually feel that superhero movies are boring, or are they not boring, or they're like an in between where it's like one movie could be a dud, the next movie could be fun? How do you feel about it? Please let us know.
Let's read the quote verbatim. So it's really, really clear what he's saying. And I quote, "They are mostly boring to me right now. Louds. I loved them at the beginning, and there are still people trying to do different things with them. So it's not a 100% route, but a lot of them are boring." So he is not saying all the superhero movies right now are boring, but and I will agree, there's a huge contingent of movies that are really, really boring.
Well, on that note, then, who was the worst director of a superhero movie? The worst.
Who directed that Daredevil?
Seriously?
Yeah.
What?
It's not a movie that I like, so I forget about it most of the time. But
which
it's
movie?
Daredevil.
Daredevil?
Perot's directors de MCU, Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, Captain Marvel.
Okay. All right. Dieguito?
What was the question?
The question was, we're going in reverse now. The absolute worst superhero director.
Okay.
Of the last 20 years.
I would agree with Tom X.
So that's kind of easy, Tom. That's kind of easy. You gotta take that movie out. That movie's just infamously, but you're not wrong. I'm just saying.
Fuck? I mean, it's the worst.
Right. You're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Okay,
Patty Jenkins.
Oh, that's a good one.
But she could almost argue she's the best and worst because the first movie is pretty good.
Yeah,
as long as she doesn't write it.
Disagree.
The first Superwoman actually feels like Superwoman. Wonder Woman actually feels like Wonder Woman. The second one, 84. Why did I watch that? Why did that? Let's just say is a worse version of Cats. But Betty Jenkins, I don't know if she's the worst. I don't think so.
When she has a good script, she can make something good, as we saw with the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So it's not so much her. It's more like she doesn't know how to correct whatever's on the script. She follows it to the letter.
And she is not really good making changes.
Mm-hmm. So in that sense, but I mean, the problem is like if we compare the last like 20 years of superhero films, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom's got to head on out.
I got a few more minutes. I was just giving you a heads up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
And I'll just say, like to finish the idea, in the last 20 years, the problem is most movies, at least before Endgame, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, now I remembered. Who's the guy who directed the Hulk, the first one?
Ang Lee?
That one.
Ang Lee?
Yeah.
That was good.
Actually, I enjoyed that movie a lot.
Compared to Captain Marvel?
Well, Captain Marvel, no, but I mean, it's like in the list there with them. For me, just for me, mm-hmm. The first Hulk had its problems, like direction-wise. That's like
actually, yeah, I totally disagree.
Okay.
Me interesa más la historia de Richard Dreyfuss.
¿Por qué? Okay.
Did I say it right?
You're into Richard Dreyfuss' his story?
I'd rather hear. I'm more interested in the Richard Dreyfuss story. Is what I was trying to say.
Okay. No, you were good. You were good.
Yeah.
The novellas are working.
I mean, cheating with Google, okay? Like, it's not a big fucking deal. I mean, sorry.
Oh.
I bring this show down. I won't be back.
No.
No.
Okay, do we want people in the chat, do you want Tom X back on Midnight's Edge Espanol? 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 for yes,
3 for tacos.
2 for stop confusing these people. 1 for 3 for tacos. Oh yeah, Pablo, whatever your name is. You crack me up, man. There you go. See, look at the love.
Yeah, people love you, Tom.
In any language.
Especially accidental tourist.
Órale. But I mean, that's an important one right there. He's got a shower.
Mi expendes sendo es casendi. Wait.
You're tired?
Shush. Mi este siendo condescendiente.
You're being
I'm trying. I don't understand a fucking word these guys are saying. And I don't understand a thing I'm saying anymore.
Welcome to Midnight's Edge Espanol.
Espanol.
No, but the chat loves you, man. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's good.
Casimoko says to Tom, please give a taco to Sadie.
Sí.
Siempre puedes votar por ti mismo, hermano. No hay problema.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Oh, no, T-shirt historian is asking if he can vote for himself.
Yeah, he's trying to weasel his way in here. I mean, you were just on the show yesterday with Andre and Tom. Look at him. He's got a little taste. Speaking of T-shirt story, we're debuting his second video today on Latino Slant. Yeah, he's going deep. A weekly analytic review of Mayans MC every episode.
Oh, the first one was awesome, man.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I just saw the second one. So I'm loading that as we speak. Should be up in a few hours. So.
Okay, let's go back to the topic for a second. What do you think is necessary for the superhero movies to stop being boring? Just stop being boring.
No agendas.
Okay. Tom? Diego?
Yeah, the Tom's not there. I was gonna say, as Polly said, it's in between no agenda, no message per se, right? And also maybe more freedom for the directors to be a bit more, have fun with it.
Más tetes.
I agree. Thank you very much. Good night.
Yes. Chichis Christ.
Chichis, yes.
Chichis.
Sí.
Más chichis.
Bueno, vamos a tener a Margot Robbie en Suicide Squad. Tal vez necesitamos algo más voluminoso.
Dios mío.
Menos política.
Totalmente de acuerdo. Completely, man. As Polly said, less agenda. Diego, what do you think they can get into them or take away from the movies to make them funnier or more entertaining anyway?
I think the other thing would be not necessarily like I don't know how to express it correctly, but maybe infusing it more of the comic sometimes, because there's some moments where taking out what was from the comic work, but there's other times where taking out from the comic, like not putting it into the movie was a detriment to the movie. So I feel like more than anything would be put more of the characterization of these characters, of the superheroes and the villains, into the movie. And if they want, they can make a whole original story, trying to have the same consequences, a specific arc, but still have more of that, like the characterization of the heroes in it. Have a Tony Stark who feels more Tony Stark. Have a Captain America who feels even more Captain America. Those kind of things. Because I think that's what, for example, that's what killed also for me Falcon and Winter Soldier. The characterization that they worked on the movies was completely taken out. So there was no real connective tissue aside from the background incidents, And so that's why I feel it needs more of that connective tissue to the comics, as well as more, I would say, more personalization of the characters. So we understand them even more. Because some of them are flat, and so people don't bond with them. And that's, I feel, also what makes a movie boring. That we're not connecting with these characters anymore.
Okay, this is what I think could actually help. Animatrix. The Animatrix is supposed to be a seamless world, but every director takes a whole different approach to everything. And they do something extravagant and weird and amazing. For example, you have the Zion Archives that are these greedy anime kind of Ergo Proxy or Ghost in the Shell. But then you have the Runner that is a completely different aesthetic, and you have the 3D episode that is all about the consciousness of the robot. And all these different takes actually enrich the Matrix. So when you go to see the Matrix Reloaded, you actually think you are going to see something really, really good, which was not the case. But is each single director and each single team takes everything to a whole different direction, and they do whatever they want. And nowadays we have this almost cookie cutter kind of movie. Everything is the same no matter what director you put on. The writers are trying to get exactly the same. The music is the same, even in some of these movies. So, Tom says that. Tom, thank you very much for being here.
Gracias. Hasta luego.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Buenos tacos. Take it easy.
Muchos tacos.
So, what do you think? Do you think I'm somewhat in the ballpark, or do you?
I mean, that's what I said also before, that the directors should have more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Polly, what do you think?
I said no agendas.
But I mean, with what Pablo said, do you think also maybe give more freedom to the directors aside from that?
God. Yeah, it's definitely got to be less committee. So, whoever that, usually the directors get a team, his team, like his editors and his writers. That's what got him to be where he's at, and they always, Tarantino always works with the same team. Lawrence Bender, and then up until she died, Sally Mankey edited all his movies.
Mm-hmm.
You don't mess with that. So I can't imagine, it's like, so yeah, depending on the director, but then you also got to trust, and that's what, KK never did, is that, she didn't like where something was going, and she just, she fired them,
Mm-hmm.
So, she didn't stick to the people that she first hired. So yeah, man.
This is something that I think about Guardians of the Galaxy. Is not only the joy, it's also if you see the movie, it looks unique, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the Marvel aesthetic all the time. It has different kinds of aesthetic and different kinds of ambience that feel actually better suited for this kind of story anyway. That creativity on set, on everything, that's something that we are not seeing enough. And if we compare recent movies like Black Widow, what's the final stage? Fortress in the sky that is propelled by rockets.
Don't spoil it for anyone. I haven't finished watching it, please. Because you totally spoiled it when you were texting us the other day.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's samey. All the designs are samey, are boring. Guardians of the Galaxy was colorful, was vibrant, was energetic. That's something that you don't see that much. And I don't know, Harley Quinn is supposed in the new Suicide Squad to get this Harley vision that makes everything flowery and colorful, and that's the scene that you are seeing in the screenshot. She's in her own kind of world, her own kind of dimension.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That is aesthetic that you don't see that often. That separates it from real world and make it feels more fantastical, more incredible, maybe. What do you think, Diego?
I mean, that's part of the reason why I said when we asked about superhero directors, I said James Gunn, because I feel that he has some understanding about how to direct it, how to get the right shot and the image, and to have the feeling for the characters, but not and not just be, as you said, samey. He has something different. He puts something different to the mix that is his touch.
Yeah,
so it works, but the problem is now we got to see if it's consistent, because Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a he's doing a continuation to his movie, so he already understands those characters properly because he helped write them and he directed it. Now with in the case of Suicide Squad, we have to see because he's starting from scratch, basically. Like, he's building up these characters.
Yes.
So a lot will depend on how he understands the character, and he understands how he has to get the scene. Because he could understand the character, but he doesn't understand to do the scene correctly. It could come out flat.
I see. Yeah, that. What worries me about Gunn is not Gunn, is the studio.
I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, Warner has a history and a reputation of interference. So, but we have to wait and see, because Gunn is maybe one of a director. At least he has he has the chops, because he's proven to them because of Marvel. So maybe they're not gonna have as much control and interference as others, because they know that if he needs this, it's because he needs this.
Esperemos que sí sea, hermano. Pauli, what do you think? Pauli.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yep, no, bro.
Yeah, I was kind of out of it.
I'm
not gonna lie, I wasn't listening. Working on some other stuff. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
We were talking about how the aesthetic is important, and will the studio let Gunn go full on his aesthetic, or will they interfere?
Shoot, he's got. I mean, didn't they fire him and hire him?
That was
Guardians?
for Marvel, for Guardians. Yep.
Right. So he's. I think they're gonna let him be Gunn. I honestly do. Release the David Ayer cut. That's what I think. How about that?
Ok, Diego. Tal vez vamos un poco a español para hablar un poco de esto.
Sí, para cerrar la idea, porque creo que ya hemos hablado de todo. Bueno, para los que no están escuchando en español, lo que comentamos en inglés es con respecto a James Gunn, su estética, ¿no? Que Pablo estaba un poco detallando por qué James Gunn tiene un toque con estética. Y yo le decía que sí, es verdad, James Gunn tiene eso. Eso es lo que lo hizo que cuando estuvimos hablando de directores favoritos para superhéroes, James Gunn estuviera en mi lista, porque él entiende cómo los personajes y cómo tiene que grabarlos. Tal vez no los entienda en su totalidad, pero entiende al menos cómo tiene que plasmar la escena enfrente de la cámara para sacar lo que busca. Y también, como justo Pablo, tú lo que decías, de que tú preocupas por la interferencia del estudio. Y yo le decía, Warner sí, tiene un historial de interferir muy largo, pero yo creo que al menos Gunn tiene suficiente peso por su trabajo con Guardianes de la Galaxia 1 y 2, y además de para que lo dejen a él en paz. A los demás directores sí, los van a joder con todo, pero al menos a él yo creo que si él dice quiero hacer esta escena así, lo van a dejar.
Sería interesante ver, sería súper interesante ver si es que realmente lo dejan hacer todo como él quiere, o al menos la parte estética y la parte de historia, porque supongo que el estudio va a cortar algunas escenas, va a tener su qué decir al respecto. En este mundo hiper corporativizado es imposible que tenga una visión 100% suya en pantalla. Pero si dejan al menos que él maneje una estética como la que manejó en Guardianes de la Galaxia, que no se sentía como parte de Marvel y a la vez se sentía mejor en Marvel que nada anterior. Tengo esperanzas de algo bueno. Tengo esperanzas de al menos sentarme y divertir a los ojos, divertir un poco la mente. No espero una película súper inteligente, solamente una película que pueda disfrutar. Eso es todo.
Entonces, creo que así podemos dar concluida la idea de que sí, las películas, la mayoría de las películas superiores son aburridas, sí, porque son formulaicas. Entonces, pero ahorita como ya el hype de Avengers ha bajado ya, y Marvel ya no está en su posición de dominancia. Vamos a ver si primero DC con esta película de Suicide Squad si logra aplicar algo y llamar la atención, o si seguiremos la tendencia por unos años más antes de que alguien tenga la libertad para hacer una película de verdad creativa, que no sea Todd Phillips con The Joker, porque eso es otro reino, otra cosa. Yo creo que esa es una en un millón que aparece al azar en esta era, y va a demorar un poquito más antes de ver algo más creativo. Y creo que para redondear en inglés, just to conclude on the story, most of the panel has agreed with the fact that most of the superhero movies are currently boring because they're formulaic, and right now we're also sort of on the downwards trend with Marvel. So there's nobody right now at the top again. And right now it's a position where Suicide Squad could, if James Gunn is left alone, could define a different trend and sort of revive the genre, at least not let it die out. But I still think it's going to take a few more years before we actually start seeing superhero movies that are, again, creative, like they were at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm kind of still flabbergasted that in the last 20 years we have had 3 different versions of Spider-Man. Just think about it. 2 of the versions are boring. One is just excellent. So, well, not a good track record right now. Don't get me wrong. The MCU Spider-Man on Civil War was perfect. Civil War was what they should have kept. Instead, they went for Iron Boy. I don't like that very much. And yeah, I think with that we are fully caught up with the topic. So, Polly.
Órale.
Project Cambrian. I don't know. I have a wish for better, but that's it. Every single series since Christopher Reeve's Superman has been tanked to executive idiots. Everyone. I'm trying to think. I think you're right. For example, Spider-Man 3 was a studio interference. Well, Batman Rises was a bit of a studio interference, but also was the passing of what would have been the biggest star on the movie. The MCU is full of that. Well, on DC we had the Justice League. It wasn't even complete. Then we had the Snyder Cut, and we saw how that went. Yeah, I guess you're right. There's a bunch of executive interference that is messing with these movies. Yeah.
I think we could. I think we have reached a good point right now this today. Unless you guys want to talk about the last thing.
No, let's wrap it up.
Okay. Well, just to conclude on the everything story right now, just to give at least a feeling of what we have for DC, what we're seeing from DC on my part, is the fact that I want to see Suicide Squad because I want to see that shark. That's the summary of it. So everybody,
and where can people find you?
People can find me here in Midnight Edge in Espanol, Tuesdays and Thursdays, where we stream news articles, as well as we have a bit of projects in the works. Also, you can sometimes find me with Paulitano in Latino Slant when he does some interesting cultural commentary, or at Pablo's channel in Geek Topology when he invites me.
I haven't done a show in a long time. Tengo mi canal Geek Topology, en el cual no he estado subiendo muchas cosas, lastimosamente. Me pueden encontrar aquí en Minas Hecha Español, en Twitter como Geek Topology, y también en Nick Weisers, en Comic Book Talk, etcétera, etcétera. Y hey.
All right. We'll see you guys Thursday in a few hours. We have a new video on the Latino Slant. The T-shirted historian continues his analysis on Mayans MC. So make sure you are subscribed to all the channels. And then tomorrow night live, I have Force of Light Entertainment. The ladies, Michelle and Natalie, on the Latino slant as well. And then we will see you Thursday morning back here on Midnight's Edge Español. Gracias a todos.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
How dare you?
Oh, man.
Good, couldn't help it. Thank you. We will keep it coming. Take care, Project Cambrian.